here's what we have, guys. We are debuting. This is the national debut publicly of the VPI Forever series. Why? Because, they're ready to applaud. We can applause. There we go. That's it. You see that? Young enthusiasm. Excited about everything. And guys, you know I'm very shy. You know I'm really working on my problems through all of this. So I've been working very hard with it. I'm so happy to finally get to that point. So this is the Forever Series Model 1. And what started this? Because of fun, because of excitement. 2 years ago, guys, in the midst of everything that's happened the past 4 years, I've got an HW19. I don't even know the model that's in my basement. And I just started screwing with it. The arm board, the arm, the motor assembly. And then my first thought was, God, I can't believe Jelco went out of business. Did anybody see that coming? Honestly, did anyone think Jelco was going to go out of business? What the heck? That actually gave me a pause. What? I mean, like, Anthony's old enough. So Jelco, for my younger individuals over here, is just like a fixture in the industry, or at least was. Everyone was OEMing it. All these people that made tone arms, no, they didn't. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, we've used other tone arms and everything, but Jelco was probably, I think, one of the most staple, entry-level, it worked. It just worked on your table. You were able to put it on there. It had that universal feel, and everyone was doing an OEM of it. So you look at it, I'm like, wow, look at that tone arm. My dad would be like, it's a Jelco. And like, holy crap, yeah, you're right, look at that. So then we're like, that's a mark. Oh, and then SME. Who the heck thought they were going to stop making tone arms? Guys, these are respected companies. We have no issue with them. We respected them. I looked up to them. And then they went out of business. Well, then Jelco went out of business. That surprised the heck out of me. Then SME chose not to make tone arms. Guys, the week that they announced they're not making tone arms, I couldn't believe it. We sold so many Fat Boys that week. And, this guy got like 6 of them. But nonetheless, it just was surprising. I still did not want to do the tone arm because I kept thinking, we can't do it. There's no way we can make it. And then another company announced that they were going to make it. We can't beat them. I won't say the company because, you know what? Everyone makes their own choices. It's all good. Hey, girls. Shyla, come over here. This is Shyla. Yeah, Shyla! And you know what? She matches her cartridge. It's so cute. They got a dress. And this wasn't me. This was not me. One of the folks, Bridget over at the Karate Dojo, who's like our unofficial floor manager now, got a dress for Shyla to match her cartridge and a dress for Goldie to match her cartridge, which I don't think she's going to wear. She's very particular about materials, so we'll see. Oh, yeah, it's in the back. They were trying to cut the sleeves before. But nonetheless, guys, it's just so great to be able to play and enjoy and listen to music and not have it be complex. She was helping me with all the cartridge setups. I mean, like, with a grain of salt, we had to take a step back a little bit. But so with it all, guys, when I found out that this other company was going to be making a Jelco replica, I was like, that's it. They got it. Forget it. There's no point in us making it. Then last year at this show, I found out, and I'm not going to say the company because it's still a great arm, $4,000. What the heck? Jelco's arm was, what was it, $1,500, $1,800 ballpark? $4,000 is a far cry from $1,500. So we got to work. We started making the S-tone arm. So right now it's being named the VPI S-tone arm. And she's been doing a lot of talking, guys. So, she's been handling all of the presentations before this. And so that's why we wanted to actually do it. This is going to retail, the whole deck of the Model 1 retails for $5,250 with the dust cover, with the tone arm, with our motor module, and all of this, the fit and finish of having this isolation base. Where is it? We are super proud of this because it's essentially floating on this base. That's where the arm board sits on. This is where the platter mounts. And when doing this, guys, it's essentially floating, going back to the roots of an HW19 while having the evolution of a classic look with today's technology, manufacturing, and just, well, realistically, just better engineering over time. We've learned a lot over 45 years. And when I looked at the HW19, I was really excited about it. I was having fun. I was able to just mess with it, change my own tone arms from a 9-inch to a 10-inch. I don't know any of you in here that likes to tweak, right? Right, Dave? I mean, this guy, he's like the king of tweaking and stuff. And that's what makes this hobby so much fun, being able to swap and do this stuff. So the module nature of it, being able to have a Model 1, and then when we have our Model 2, being able to upgrade right with that. This is available only in black, but never fear. If down the pike we do zebra wood, rosewood, or whatever else it is, an easy upgradable swatch. Well, not even an upgrade, just a different type of accessory. Just getting back to the fact where you can just play and enjoy. This will also be available for 2025 with no tone arm, where you just get it with a blank arm, put a Brinkman arm on there, put a Graham Phantom arm, or whatever else it is. Because, guys, this is a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. If you can hot rod your car, why can't you hot rod your turntable with some SOB saying, why are you using that tone arm? What, you don't like my table? What's your problem, man? And as reviewers, how often does that happen? Maybe you just like that SME tone arm, which is viable. It's a fantastic arm. Why have a hard time with it? So that's why, guys, we really just want everyone to play in this whole thing. And also, it's not an HW19, but I wanted to have it, I wanted to look at it, I wanted to say HW19, like, how do you say HW19 without saying HW19? That motor cover. Now, where did Forever, oh, Mr. Chiarello.
Are you selling the arm separately?
Yes, so the arm is going to retail separately for $2,000. Now, for the Model 1, guys, it's no removable head shell or anything for the initial Model 1, but when Model 2 comes out, folks, there will be a removable head shell. And it will be a more, I mean, this is already made to be universal, but for the Model 2, we're going to be ready to roll with all of that because, guys, again, we want you to be able to enjoy our tone arm on our deck, someone else's deck, or be able to take someone else's tone arm and enjoy that on our deck. Why? Because the best way to get rid of your enemies is, and there are no enemies in this, but we should all be allies. We're all doing the same thing. Come on, guys. What other hobby do you basically hang out, drink apple juice, right? See? Lots of apple juice and listen to music. I mean, like, this is why, like, and I'm sure you'll see it, you'll walk through the show, there'll be some rooms that people are frustrated or having issues or whatever. Who cares? If anyone has a problem in this industry, there's something wrong with them on a personal level. And I say that with love, and I hope that they can find themselves by sitting right. And by the way, you've got the hot spot. We need to concrete that chair to the floor. That's it. That chair cannot move. But that's where if you're having a tough day, you just sit and enjoy. Incidentally, I'm sure you guys know that I do karate, which, no, it is not a marketing stunt. I actually really love this stuff. And so amongst my students, besides being business technology students, I also have my karate students. So when you see Allison smile over there, do not be fooled. She can mess you up very easily. And guys, are we doing a karate demonstration tomorrow?
Only if you want to, Matt.
Do you guys want to see a karate demonstration tomorrow? Yeah. I mean, like, there we go. Well, we'll do something. We'll announce it. Why? JJ, it's about time. I was stalling. I ran out of things to say. Jeez. So, anyway, back to the business over here. We're not messing around. We're giving you quality, manufacturing, engineering, and putting it right into an affordable deck. I know it's mental to say a $5,250 deck is affordable, but in this day and age, I think you get a lot of kit out of that here. Again, with your 300 RPM motor, you have your Forever platter. Oh, and I'm sorry, with the name. The name came from, with the past 4 years, come on, guys, we've seen musical chairs of companies, people working for companies. It's like everybody's working or part of a different entity at this point. And then I was having a conversation with someone. I don't know why. I feel like it could have been you, JJ. I was talking with someone like, how's VPI doing? What's going on? And I told the truth. It was at one point, it was a little slower. I'll be honest about it. I know everyone's like, oh, it's great. It's fantastic. Oh, we're going to make the month. No, I was honest about it. It was a little slower. Things changed and everything else. And I was talking to someone, and they're like, well, how's VPI doing? Oh, man, VPI is forever. And then it stuck. And then with our wood finish, because our new woodworker is just like me. He's an absolute nut job. And he was just like, oh, yeah. Oh, and he made the same joke. Yeah, we warranty our stuff forever. He was just joking. And I was like, again. And then that's when I was just like, God damn, that is accurate. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be here for the long term. And now, not that I expect this one to do anything, because she's going to do whatever what do you want to do in life, Shy?
I love roll.
Perfect answer. The right answer. Because I'm going to tell you what, guys, I'm going to do exactly what Mom and Dad did. They pushed me the heck away from this. They encouraged me to follow my dreams. And I did. I became a teacher, taught in high school, taught in college, became a karate guy, You know, although we don't, again, we know I'm shy, so I don't like to talk about this stuff. But I'm just going to do exactly what my mom and dad did by having my kids around, enjoying it. And if they choose to take this over, fantastic. If they don't, hey, we got 20 years to figure it out. 20? What am I talking about? Probably, Bill, 40? 40? 45? 45 more years. But nonetheless, though, that's why with this, I felt it was extra important to really throw down with the Model 1 with a 10-year warranty. So that's a first for us. So all Model 1 tables will have a 10-year warranty. I saw the looks on there. Are you sure? That's how much confidence I have in our brand, our quality, our staff, everything. So if there's a problem with a VPI Model 1 in the next 10 years, we got you covered. Because it's not about widgets. I mean, it can be for some companies, you know, I mean, but to me, if you're not enjoying your music, if we're not helping you fight this battle of life, because every one of you is fighting a battle I know nothing about, then what the heck are we saying? And guys, I'm being really careful not to curse, because if I curse, she's going to beat the heck out of me. That's the rule. Daddy curses, she gets to hit me. But, you know, it works both ways, right? No, she's too tough over here, right? Yeah? She's like, you're embarrassing me, Dad. Stop. So anyway, to give more details again, so, actually, guys, if you want, you are welcome to get a little closer and everything while I'm talking about this stuff. So the S-tone arm, again, it just drops right on onto the arm board, and the arm board has the same mathematics as an HW19. So all of my HW19 owners out there, come on in. God, Mr. Hall, you made it. Oh, you see, these press guys, they can never get here on time. So, and guys, that's what I do. In my college class, I essentially teach them VPI. I'm teaching them Word, Excel, PowerPoint, web design. Every one of these students over here, actually, guys, have you seen the cover? Or the cover of the show, the program? Oh, yeah, he's got one. There we go. You see that graphic? Do you know who made it? One of these guys. Where is Matt? I thought he was coming. Well, I guess he's going to miss his moment. There it is. But it was made by a college student because they need that opportunity. They need experience. They need to get in here. How can they get the experience if someone doesn't give them a shot to do it? That's exactly what I want to do. How do you grow this industry? You give them a chance. Guys, Shyla has set up cartridges. She has, they were like, $100 Audio-Technica ones. But still, nonetheless, you got to give her a chance. And you know what? If she wipes that cartridge, so what? Don't, please. Try not to. But if she wipes it, how can I be mad at her when she's learning? You know, if you do that kind of stuff, you're just going to encourage people to get the heck out of this industry. This is a fun industry that people have to be part of with this stuff. Isolation, we're using our HW40 feet, but honestly, guys, everything's called Forever now. So it's our Forever feet, our Forever platter, our Forever motor module, our Forever arm board, and all of it, again, can drop right into your HW19. Why? Because over the past 40-some-odd years, we probably sold about 30 to 40,000 HW19s of various, 1, 2, 3, 4, junior. And let's say, even if half of those still survive, why would we shaft the customer that put that time in? It drives me nuts. I'm not going to name names, but every company that launches a heritage-type table and then drops a crazy price point, like, oh, yes, we're bringing it back for $80,000. Come on. What are you doing? I mean, I get it, but to me, if someone has an HW19, Herb Reicher was talking to me about it. I was like, oh, HW19, like, oh, yeah, I've had one of those forever. He probably has, forever, there's that word again. Because, guys, music and all this stuff should be a forever type of thing. If you buy a product from a company, hey, times change, I get it. But you should, hey, have you ever had this? Oh, we're sorry, sir. That's a legacy product. We're unable to service that. Please buy our new $10,000 product. That's just not right to me. So that's why, whether you're buying and wanting to get into VPI from the ground up today, or you've been part of the VPI family for the past 45 years, the Forever Series Model 1 has something for everybody. Now, to make our lives easier, a great accessory is our VPI ADS Speed Box, which switches between 33 and 45. Because, guys, the motor cover is really cool, but if you lose that belt, it's a pain. It is not fun to put that back on. Oh, and we also have Miss Chenya over there. So Chenya has been my special hero for helping me out with the girls. So it looks like she's probably handling Goldie. Oh, Goldie's in the zone. That's right. Better her than me. That girl's a feral animal. Guys, you want to see strength, just find a middle child. Good Lord. If any of my kids gets lost in the wilderness, I hope it's Goldie because she'll be fine. She's just a, oh, there she is, Goldie. Oh, she's in the zone. Okay. And there's Ben, come over here. I want to talk about you also. Goldie. Oh, no. Did you have a rough time? I'm your baby. So this is Goldie, and this is Ben. Ben is my brother-in-law and engineer, an absolute freaking hero. He is a student. Oh, thank you, Ben. There we go. He is a student of engineering and technology and just keeps pushing the envelope on it. The direct drive technology keeps improving because this guy keeps learning. Talk about marrying well, guys. My wife Jane, who I wish was with us today, but she's currently in China with baby John. Our next cartridge. Whoa. Oh. Thank you. She's got the mic. I hope that's okay. So, okay. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. So we have our Goldie cartridge at $1,200. Then we have our Shyla cartridge at $2,000. So it's just a nice thing all around with our VPI ADS. Now, the rest of the system, I want to talk about that as well because we have a bunch of crazy... Where'd they go? Where'd my crazy guys go? Well, anyway, we've got Pure Audio Project at the end of the chain with our horn loudspeakers, another module speaker and product. And guys, my dad was so excited. He was like a big kid with Legos when he got this in. How's the mic? Is it okay? Well, we'll see what happens. Here, just hold it up there, baby. That's it. Okay, that works. And then electronic-wise, we have all audio research gear. And then cables, Luminous Audio. Now, Harry, would you like to say anything about the Forever since you have a mic? Come on over here, Dad. Okay, well, let's have you in here for your charm and good looks.
I like the way it looks. Kind of reminds me of an HW19.
Ah, there we go.
No, actually, you can measure this stuff all day long. I mean, you can come up with all kinds of measurements. In fact, one of my engineers used to stick these accelerometers all over the turntable, blah, blah, blah. And he'd say, oh, it's doing this, doing this. I said, give me a stethoscope. Tell you right away. Stick it here, stick it here. It's good. You don't have to measure it. If you can't hear it, it's good because our record is only 55 dB down. If you're under 55 dB down, you're adding no noise to this signal whatsoever. This tone on board measures 76 dB down from this board, but more than that, you stick a really good stethoscope, I mean the kind a real doctor uses, you hear nothing. It is completely dead. And what's also interesting, if you level the platter, this is level automatically. You never have to worry about it. Other than that, it's a 300 RPM synchronous motor. And you know what the difference is between a DC motor and an AC motor? A DC motor knows where it was. An AC motor knows where it is. And that's why they sound better.
So with that being said, and also, guys, we have our VPI isolation platforms. We just do a horrible job talking about them. They're really good platforms. And guys, we didn't really do it to get into Bob. There you go. I swear. The arm. I'll tell him more.
No, tell them about the arm tube. The arm tube is not a tube.
Yeah.
How do you kill a tube resonance? Don't use a tube. This thing is solid. It's a block of aluminum, and they machine the arm tube out of it. There's no hole in there. Doesn't resonate. What else?
So also the backstock. The backstock, guys, has a threaded backstock with set screws, so that way we just make it easy to actually mount and set up. Because, guys, we know our unipivot drop counterweight, major pain to deal with. So, but in general, guys, we're super excited about this. The goal is to be shipping by mid to end December. We'll see what happens, but nonetheless, we're full production by January with hopes of having Model 2 around the corner in quarter 2, 3, whatever it might be. Who knows? With Expoda and Munich and everything around the corner, we'll see what happens. Now, before we play a little bit of music, does anyone have any questions?
Tell